Hello, hello. Good to see you. You get fairy dust. I get fairy dust. Amelie gets fairy dust. Amelie and I are kind of matching today. Cute. Okay. Valentine's is coming. Valentine's is coming. Valentine's is coming. If you want to look at the link in my bio, you will see a link to my store, and you will see some of my Valentine's tools. One of my tools, which I will be sharing right here, is I beg of you, lower, 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 one more time, lower your expectations. Lower your expectations. Get them down there, get them down there. Boop, 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 boop. For anyone that's thinking that's negative, it might be. It might be. But I am telling you, and I have a tool that's called my Happy Fucking Valentine's Day tool that addresses how to do it, how to lower your expectations. But the lower your expectations, the better it will go. Because let's say your expectations were here and you're like, oh God, that bitch told me to lower my expectations, and so now they're here. And then something great happens. Can you imagine? I feel like this space, lower, 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 lower. This space is a space where good shit can come in. But here, if your expectations are here, there's no room for, there's no variable, there's nothing. Expectations, nothing. Expectations lower, 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 lower. It's okay to have expectations, but sometimes we set ourselves up for a fight. We set ourselves up for a complex of crying and, you know, woe is me, no one loves me, everybody hates me, like I'm a piece of shit, like no, I knew, or one of my favorites was, I knew it wasn't gonna be good. I knew it was gonna, I knew I was just not gonna get shit, you know. And there's also like, let's see if he's gonna meet these expectations. Let me see if she's gonna, you know, and also, yeah. And so, but there's, you know, there's several reasons why we have high expectations. One is we want to fight, or we want to have an explosion. You know, an explosion is just a release of energy. And the lower your expectations, the less energy that you have for that explosion. This doesn't mean you won't feel disappointed if nothing happens, but look at this, look at the mileage you're saving on your disappointment. Like, if you want to disappoint me at this level, I'm gonna be fine. Like, if I don't have any expectations, I'm gonna be fine. The other thing is, like, people will put themselves, like, they will have like illusions, expectations, like, maybe, you know, like maybe my Prince Charming is gonna come. Like, oh, maybe it'll be, and it's like the person treats us like shit every other single day of the year. Like, you know, that's on me that I'm expecting somebody who has demonstrated to me through their behavior that they're gonna treat me like shit. I'm not, that's me setting myself up for some kind of fantasy, you know, some kind of dysfunctional dance that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna come crashing down. Lowering my expectations feels like, but here's why a lot of people don't decrease or lower their expectations, is because it's less high. You know, there's a Valentine's high, like, oh my God, la, 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 la. And if we have lower expectations, we're less high. And so, again, you know, I want to be that. I want to be sober. So for me to be sober is I want to have my expectations really low, and then if something happens, then that gets to be a magical thing that happened to me, and then I get to continue to turn those magical things that happened to me back into my magical life. So I would prefer to be sober and have my expectations low than to experience a high, because for me, you know, like, oh, you know what, and also fawning. I haven't even started talking about Valentine's fawning. Shit, that's a whole thing we gotta deal with. But anyway, you know, like going around and doing it's a setup, and so we don't want to do that to ourselves. We don't want to have the Valentine's high. What we want to have, what could be the term for it? You pick your term, but my term is Valentine's magic. The little magic happened on Valentine's. So that's what I would recommend, is lower your expectations and get a little bit more grounded into reality, but the payoff for that is the magical life. But we have to give up that high of high expectations. High expectations. It's high. We're fucking high when we have high. I am so smart. That's fucking genius. Oh my God. High expectations. You're high. We're fucking high. I mean, it's fun to be high sometimes for those of you who get to be high. That ship has sailed for me. But because I'm an addict. But as a codependent addict, or, you know, relationship addict, codependent, I was gonna get high off that high expectations shit, and I don't want to live that way anymore. I don't want to live that way. So I guess what I'm asking is for a little bit more consciousness. But to me, it has always been this way, is that I have dreaded like being conscious, or, you know, because it has taken the fun out of things. But I got magic instead, and that's a pretty great trade-off. I'll take it. I hope that, oh my God, I have already coined the term codependent high, but now there's an expectation high. And if we get high, we have to come down at some point, you know? So I'm good. So, but I really recommend lowering your expectations. I really, really, really do. And do it as an experiment, just to see if you have more enjoyment. You know, you'll have evidence from past Valentine's days, you know, how those went. And then you'll have the new data for this year. So I hope that was helpful. Again, I have a bunch of Valentine's Day tools at my store, and the link in the bio.